This is Kanna Babu. Today we'll discuss about how to develop single page application Angular. So first of all, I want to create one project in Angular. So I'll try to open my command prompt, Node.js command prompt. So I'll try to go to C drive. So cd dot dot so that I can go back cd dot dot. Now currently I'm in C drive. In C drive, I have one folder. I want to create one project in C drive. So what is the project name? ng space and new space spa demo. Create a single page application project in Angular. So it will take some time to create, and it will ask you to add the routing. You want to enable the routing between the components. You have to allow the routing. So you'll get one option. You have to select yes to enable the routing. Okay. So meanwhile, the project is created. Then I will explain about what is single page application and multi-page application. What is the main difference between single page application and multi-page? Here you got yes, press Y, press enter, enter, enter. It will take some time to create the new project. Okay, it will take some time. Yeah. So generally, we already know about web application. Web application is multi-user application. Multiple users can access that application via browser and internet. Is it clear? Web application means the application that was deployed. The application that was deployed on web server and can be accessible via browser and internet. That type of application is called as web application. So a single web application consists of multiple modules. Generally, when you develop any application, application consists of multiple modules. Module consists of multiple web pages. Like multiple web pages are existing in your application. Let us assume I'm developing one college application. In my application, there are different modules are there, like admin module is there, like student module is there, like employee module is there, like department module is there, like multiple modules are there. Is it clear? And multiple modules will have multiple pages will be there. What is the responsibility of admin? Admin can view the student details. Admin can view the employee details. Admin can upload holidays, holidays details. Admin can mm, view the library details, or admin can view the salary details, etc. Lot of requirements are there. And student can register into the application, and student can view the timetable. Similarly, student can view the syllabus. Student can upload the upload posts, etc., events, etc. So this is your actual application. Is we are developing the application for a particular college to maintain the different types of modules are there. Every module will have multiple pages are existing. So web application is nothing but a collection of web pages. Is it clear? Web page means what? For example, here I have something like enter employee number, employee name, salary, and here I have one button is there, save button is there. This is my design of my page. This is one page. Yes or no? Similarly, here I have another requirement is there. Enter employee number, and here I have one delete button is there. This is another page. Like multiple web pages are existing in a single website. Similarly, enter employee number. Here I have some search button is there, so that I want to display the employee name and what salary. Based on employee number, I want to get the employee name and salary and display in the front end. So like multiple web pages are existing in your website. So every time now after developing the application, what we have to do, we have to deploy this application on the server. It is a common place where everyone can access. Let us assume I'm looking something like this. My website design must be like this. I will divide my web page into 4 parts, something like this. Is it clear? This is the first part, A part, and this is B part, and this is C part, and this is D part. So I want to display the image. I want to display the image in A part, and in B part, I want to display some hyperlinks like home, about us, contact us, some login. I want to display some hyperlinks in B part. Here I want to display some hyperlinks, home, about us, contact us, some login, something like this. And here in D part, I want to write some copyrights. Now here I have some separate pages are there. One is home.html is there. Here about us.html is there. Here contact us.html is there. Here login.html is there. So what will happen in olden days in a traditional web application development, before single page application, you have a concept of multi-page application. So in multi-page application, what will happen? Repeatedly, we have to, in every web page, throughout my website, I want to display the image, I want to display the hyperlinks, I want to display the copyright. So repeatedly writing the same content again and again in multiple web pages, repeatedly writing the same designing code in multiple web pages will unnecessarily increase the number of lines of code. That is one problem. And the page loading also will take more time. Page refreshment will happen every time. See, whenever user clicks on home, I want to, it has to navigate to this particular home page. So again, in this home page, I have to design separately. Here again, I want to keep the same image. I want to keep the same hyperlink. I want to keep the same copyrights. And just in this content, in the C part, just my content will change. Welcome to home page. Are you following everyone? So this is the old application, traditional application. Like if you develop in Java or .NET, you have to do like this repeatedly. The same designing code we have to write in multiple web pages will unnecessarily increase the number of lines of code. That is the problem with multi-page application. And another problem is whenever user will interact with this particular hyperlinks, the total page will refresh. Page refreshment is one more problem. What is the problem with page refreshment means every time when user interact with these hyperlinks or anything, every time the image will be loaded. Every time the copyrights will be loaded. Writing the same designing code in multiple web pages will unnecessarily increase the number of lines of code, and button on the server also will be increased. Page refreshment is the main problem. That is the problem with multi-page application. So there is a lot of demand for single page application. Okay, so Angular is popular to develop single page application. Single page application means common code belongs to your total application. You have to keep in a single page, and the remaining code, whatever it will change, that you have to keep in multi-page application, individual pages. So we already know Angular is a component-based architecture. Angular is a framework which divides the total application to multiple modules. Module 1, here module 2, here module 3. Every module will have multiple components. Component 1, component 2, component 3. Every component will have 3 files. app.component.html, your app.component.css, your app.component.ts. Okay, now, so in my project, I have something like my requirement is something like here you have. I'll divide my web page into 4 parts. In part A, I want to display the image. In part B, I want to display the hyperlinks like home, like about us, like contact us. And in part C, I will try to give some copyrights. And this design I will try to keep inside index.html. And here I will create 4 components. One is home component, other one is about us component, another one is contact us component, other one is login component. And whenever user clicks on this home, I want to display this content of this home output inside this C part without refreshing the total page. So ABD will not change, only C portion will update. Means in multi-page application, generally dynamic web application means the content will change, the data will change. But actually in multi-page application, along with the data, the page also will refresh. But in single page application, only data will come from server, page will not reload or page will not refresh. That is the advantage of single page application. Yes or no? So on demand basis, a single page application reloads only the data necessary for the user. In the case of multi-page application, the entire web page content is refreshed. Is it clear? So unnecessarily button on the server will be increased. Here you see. Single page application request will go to the server every time. Whenever user will interact with any HTML element also, request will go to the server. Every time HTML will come from the data server. So button on the server will be increased. Single page application means only one time the request will go to the server, bring the HTML. Second time onwards, request will go to the server to bring the data. That the data will come in the form of JSON format. That is the advantage of single page application. Because of this, performance will be improved, and Page loading also will be reduced. Data will be maintained within your particular browser. Development also will become very speed. Debugging is also very fast in single page application. Today we'll see how to develop the single page application in Angular. So here already we are creating one project in Angular. Yeah, still it is running, no problem. So I'll try to open my Visual Studio Code. How these components will communicate with each other, all this stuff we have to discuss. Here you can go for Visual Studio Code. Here you can open. It is a IDE, Integrated Development Environment, to develop the Angular or TypeScript applications. Whenever you want to develop any programs in TypeScript or Angular, you have to use this editor, that is Visual Studio Code. Sir, no. So we already know the architecture of Angular application. What is the folder structure of Angular application? It consists of index.html file. It is a single page. What type of code you can write here? Single page code. And here you have app.module.ts file. This file is purpose is to registration of components, services, okay na, and modules, any predefined modules. And here you can find some other files like app.component.html, and here you have app.component.css, and here you have app.component.ts. Three files are available. App.component.ts. This app component is root component, app module is root module. Registration of components and services in this root module. And here you have one more, like this I will create some other child components. Like one is home component, home.component.html. Similarly, home.component.css. Similarly, home.component.ts. Home.component.ts. Similarly, I'll create some other components like about component, contact us component, login component. Now I want to navigate between these components. For that, in Angular we have app-routing.module.ts. What is the use of this file? Means navigation between the components. That navigation related code we have to write inside app-routing.module.ts file. Are you following, everyone? So this is my single page application. Let us see in the command prompt. Still it is loading, I think. So in Angular, if you want to create any modules in Angular, some Angular commands are there. ng space, g space, m space, module name. M represents module, G represents generate. If you want to create a component in Angular, ng space, g space, c space, component name. If you want to create a service, ng space, g space, s space, service name. If you want to create a pipe, ng space, g space, p space, pipe name. If you want to create a directive, ng space, g space, d space, directive name. If you want to create a guard, ng space, g space, guard space, guard name. These all are some Angular commands are there which are used to generate the files. All are classes only. Component is a class, service is a class, pipe is a class. Now I want to create three components, four components. How to create the component? ng space, g space, c space, home. ng space, g space, c space, about us. Here also ng space, g space, c space, contact us. ng space, g space, c space, login. So for every component, corresponding three files will be created. Yes or no? For every component, what is created? Three files are created. One is home.component.html, and another one is home.component.css, and again home.component.ts. Three files are created for home component. Similarly, three files are created for about component. About.component.html and about.component.css, about.component.ts. So here also how many files are created? Three files are created. So for four components, 4 into 3, 12 files are created. So how the navigation is happening between these components, we'll try to discuss now. Okay, now still it is going on. It will take a lot of time. Yeah, completed. Very good. Now I want to open this project. In C drive project is created SPA demo. So open your Visual Studio Code, and there you can go to your file, go to open folder, There you can go to your C drive. Here you can go to your C drive. There I create one folder now. There I'll try to open C drive. There you can find SPA demo. Somewhere I create one folder SPA demo. In this one, Angular project is created. Whenever you type the command ng space new space project name, automatically Angular project will be downloaded from npm. So here you can see src. There you can see app folder. There you can see different files are there. Default component.html, component.ts, component.css. Three files are available. So here first of all go to component.html, and here what you can do, you delete this dummy code. Some dummy code is available here. You delete this code. Okay, now that is available in this component.html file. Just to check, first of all, you have to check whether your Angular project is running successfully or not. The default port number where the Angular project will run is 4200. Is it clear? In order to run the application, you must have one port number is required. Here I'll try to display one message. Let us see. Open H1 tag, and here you can write welcome to Angular by Kanna Babu. I'll try to write something like this. Now unsave the changes, and you can go to terminal. If you want to run the application, you can go to terminal, new terminal. There you can just type the command ng serve space -o, ng serve space -o. Press enter. Now my Angular project will be compiled. Auto compilation option is there, and it will automatically execute. Is it clear? By default, the Angular application will run under 4200 port number. The default port number is 4200. If you want any this one, you can just go to facebook.com and you can see my groups are there. World of .NET group, World of Angular group is there. facebook.com/groups/ here you can use World of Angular. For more updates in Angular, you can join this group and subscribe to my group. I want to save this image actually. I want to save this. Nowadays, all Google, Facebook, all applications, what they're doing, they're following single page application. Today we are seeing how to develop this single page application Angular. Okay, let us see here ng server space -o. So it is running. And here you can see index.html. This is the single page. Whatever the code you want to write, keep inside this app root. The single page code you have to write inside the index.html file. Yes, sir. Now I want the output like this. I want to design a page like this. I want to design a website by using Angular. In the A part, I want to display one image in A part. And in B part, I want to display some hyperlinks. Home, about us, contact us, and login. In D part, I want to keep some copyrights. Okay. And now I'll create 4 components I created. One is home component, other one is about component, another one is contact component, another one is login component. So whenever user clicks on home, I want to execute this home component.html. That output I want to display inside this C part. Without refreshing the total web page. ABD is fixed throughout my website. Multi-page application, every time the page will refresh data along with HTML. Single page application, only data will come from the server. HTML will not be loaded every time. Only one time the page will be loaded from the server. So today we are seeing how to develop a single page application in our Angular. Sir, now let us see here. So I have compiled the command to run the Angular project is ng server space -o. It will take some time. By default, Angular project will run under 4200 port number. And here by default, here you can see app-routing.module.ts. This file is responsible to write the navigation code. If you want to navigate between the components, that navigation information you have to write inside this routing module.ts. In Angular is nothing but multiple components are existing within your application. If you want to navigate between the components, that navigation information you have to write in this particular const routes. All the components must be registered under module.ts. Here you have 4 sections: declarations, imports, providers, and bootstrap. How many components you are created? All the components must be registered in app.module.ts file under declaration sections. See, it is started compiling. Is it clear? So today we are developing a single page application over Angular. The default port number that is the Angular project will run is 4200. Every web application must be deployed on the server and every application must have some port number. Is it clear? So the default port number for the Angular application is 4200. So whenever you develop any this one application, nowadays Gmail is also single page application. Repeatedly writing the same HTML code in multiple web pages. The common code belongs to your all web pages you have to create in what? Single page. Is it clear? Practically we are seeing how to develop this single page application. The project is compilation. Is it clear? So repeatedly writing the same HTML code in multiple web pages will unnecessarily increase the number of lines of code. That is the problem. So instead of that, what to do? In Angular and React.js, they are given a feature called single page application. The common code belongs to your particular website, must be kept in a single page. So this is now my Angular application is running successfully. Is it clear? So what to do here? Now go to your component.html, delete this code, whatever I have written. So where to write the single page code? Index.html. Index.html, here you can see the app route. So within this, I will try to open one HTML table tag, and here I will write one tr tag, and here I will write one td tag. And again, this is one. To keep the image, I have taken that one, and here I will take one more and one more. And here this app route I will keep inside this second td tag, app route. Yes or no? And in the first, I want to design a page like this. I told you now. I want to divide my web page into 3 parts: A part, B part, and C part. Yes or no? In A part, I want to keep one image, and in B part, I want to keep some hyperlinks like home, about us, contact us. Yes or no? And here I'll try to keep login. And in D part, I want to write some copyrights. 2020. So this is my web page. Now whenever user clicks on home, I want to execute home page. So separate page is there, home.html. In home.html also, again I have to write the same code. Again I have to keep the image in A part, again hyperlinks, and again copyright. And again I will create one more page, about us page, contact us page, login page. Like in multiple web pages, repeatedly I have to write the same code again and again. So the number of lines of code will increase. Unnecessarily, code will increase means button on the server also will be increased. That is one problem. And another problem with multi-page application means every time the page will refresh. Page refreshing means not only the data, the HTML code also will execute every time. This is the problem in olden days when you work with Java or .NET or PHP. These problems are existing in old web application development with Java, .NET, PHP. So nowadays, all the web applications are following single page application. That is possible with Angular and React.js. The main advantage is multi-page application. Application is collection of web pages. In multiple web pages, repeatedly writing the same designing code will increase the number of lines of code. So what Angular is telling, developer common designing code belongs to your application. You can create in a single page, and the different HTML codes you can create in a separate HTML files. That flexibility is given by Angular and React.js. Okay, so that already I told you. Now I am creating one single page. Where to write the single page code? In index.html. Here you can take, I want to take one table tag in HTML. This is one table. In HTML, I want to create one table, and this is one tr tag, and this is one td tag. So here what to do? Here you can open one table tag. and here you can close the table tag. Yes or no? Here close the table tag, and here you can open one tr tag, table row, and here close the tr tag. In between this tr, I want to keep one image. Here I want to keep one image tag, image, and again open one more tr, and here you can close the tr here. Is it clear? And in this the last, this is another tr, and here I will try to take one more tr at the end, and here at the, here I'll close the tr, and here I'll try to take one copyrights. This copyrights I will write inside the, this is the single page design 2020, this is 2020, I will try to give. Okay, now this portion, what I will do, only 3 layers are there here. I divide my table tag into 3 parts, A part, B part, and C part, and within this part I will try to keep app root. Common design will be, that is the image and copyrights. Specific design will be displayed inside this app root. Yes or no? So here I have some home component is there, about us is there, contact us is there, login is there, like multiple components are available. So whenever user clicks on home, this home output will display in this B part, about us, contact us. That's what we are discussing now. We are developing the same now. So here you can open one td tag. I want to keep one image. If you want to keep any images in Angular, you have to keep in assets folder. If you go to your project explorer, there you can see assets folder. Okay, so where your project is saved, go to that location. Where your project is saved, go to that location. Here you can see I have my project is saved in which drive? C drive. Go to that project location in C drive. Here you can see, there you can see something like what is the project name I have given, SPA demo, and there you can see SRC folder. There you can see assets folder. Under SRC you can see assets folder is there. Yes or no? And within this assets folder, I want to keep some image, some Satya Technologies images I'll keep here within my assets folder. I want to display that image in my single page. So go to your td tag. Here you can drag and drop this image. Otherwise, you can write something like this: img html src is equal to, you can give the path, something like / assets. Sorry. img src is equal to assets / what is the name, st.jpg. I'll try to give the height some 80, and here I'll try to give the width, I'll try to give some 200. Yes or no? So image is ready now, and I want to take some copyrights also. Here I'll try to open some h2 tag. Here I'll write copyrights 2020 @Satya Tech, something like this. Yes or no? Now don't do any design inside app root. Keep this app root empty. Yes or no? Now save this. Once check your browser and check the output, how it is looking like. Whenever you do any modification in Angular, automatically it will compile. Is it clear? Here you can see 100% compilation successful. Go and check here. Satya Technologies and content also coming. Welcome to Angular by Kannababu, and in middle you got the copyrights. Is it clear? Now, but I want to display some hyperlinks here. I want to display some hyperlinks. So for that, what I will do, go to your app.component.html, and here I will try to write the code. Open anchor tag, href is equal to. Is it clear? And here you can give the home. Similarly, here you can give something like about us, contact us, login. Here I'll try to give about us. Here I'll try to give contact us. Here I'll try to give login. Is it clear? So here I'll try to give home. Just to save the changes. Now whatever the output of this component.html will display within this single page app root folder. Within this app root, the output will be displayed. Let us see here. Okay, so here you got 4 hyperlinks: home, about us, contact us, and login. Here I will try to keep some R function here, something like this I will keep. I want to divide actual. Yes or no? Save it. And here you can see. Once when you save, here you can see home, about us, contact us, and login. So whenever user clicks on home, I want to navigate to home component. Whenever user clicks on about us, it has to navigate to about us component. So now here you have to create some different components. First of all, I want to create some home component. Go to terminal, and here you can add ng space, g space, c space, home. I want to create one home component. Just by writing the command, component will be automatically created. ng space, g space, c space, home. Similarly, I want to create about component. Like that, I will create 4 components. One is home component, other one is about component, another one is contact component, another one is login component. Here I want to create 4 components. This app component is root component, remaining all are child components. Navigation between the components code you have to write inside what? Routing module.ts file. ng space, g space, c space, about. One more component I am creating. Here whenever you create a component, here one folder is created. Home component.html, .css, .ts, .spec file. Like multiple components are existing. Sir, no, multiple components are existing. How many components you create? Separate folder is created. ng space, g space, c space, contact. Is it clear? ng space, g space, c space, contact. Similarly, one more I will try to create one more component. Okay, ng space, g space, c space, login. So 4 components are created, and automatically what is happening means if you go to module.ts, all the components are registered here. Home component, about component, contact component, login component. Yes or no? And then here you can go to your component.html. Component.html, you can write some code. Open anchor tag. Here I will try to write something like router link. Router link is equal to home. I will try to give. I will explain you what is that router link, home. And here I will try to give something instead of href. What I will give? This is regular Angular code. Instead of href, I will try to give router link active. Router link active is equal to, I will try to give active. And in middle, I will try to write some text. Okay, so copy this one, and here you can paste it, and here you can paste it. Yes or no? You can paste it here. Here one is home, other one you can give as about. About, other one you can give as contact. Contact us. Another one you can give as login. And here also you can give, change the text. One is home, other one is about us, other one is contact us, other one is login. So what is the meaning of this? Whenever user clicks on home, it has to load the home component, and that output it has to display inside the app root. Whenever user clicks on about, it has to execute this about component. Similarly, contact us component. So go to your routing module.ts file, and there you have to write the navigation information. Navigation between the components, that navigation code you have to write inside app-routing.module.ts file. Here you can see one file with name const routes. Here you can write something like this: path colon. Here you have to mention the component name, home, comma, here, home path name, and here component colon, you have to mention the component name, home component. Similarly, comma, like that, here you can give about contact login. And here one point you have to understand: in this router link name and this path name, both must be same. Router link name and path name both must be same. Here you have contact us. Here also you have to keep contact us. Here you have login. Here also you have to keep what? Login. This is about component. Here automatically the components are created now, about component. And this is contact component. And this is login component. Like multiple components are existing within your, yes or no? So this is my constants. The main advantage, see what is the meaning of this line you see? See, whenever user clicks on this hyperlink, now that hyperlink will become active. The color will change. Whenever user clicks on hyperlink in the browser, the color will change. That is the meaning of active. And then it will navigate to this home. So next going to routing module.ts, it will check this home. And this component will get executed. Home component.html will execute. So this message, homeworks message will display inside app root of index.html. Or that homeworks will display inside this one, this app root of index.html. So save this one, Control S, and again routing.module.ts, Control S, save. Whenever you do any modification, you have to do save. You don't need to compile, auto save is important. Or you can give the option as auto save, then automatically the project will compile. But I think we have done some modification here. Anyway, no problem, close this. Again, I will try to delete this terminal. Again, go to terminal, new terminal. Again, you can run the command. What is the command to run the Angular project? ng server. Here you can write ng server space -o, press enter. Now my single page application is ready. Common code write in index.html. Child components you write in the child code. So that HTML file will execute only for one time. Whenever user will navigate with the hyperlinks, that individual components will execute and that output will display within that particular app root of single page. That is the main advantage of single page application. Page loading will reduce. Page will not refresh every time. Repetition of code is does not exist in multiple components. Repeatedly writing the same code again and again in multiple components. You can write the common code in single page and the unique code in individual pages. Like that, you can get multiple pages here, and you can apply navigation between these particular components. Are you following? app.component.html page, just we have given the hyperlinks. And this router outlet main advantage is whatever the modification that was done inside this component.html, that output will be displayed within app root of index.html file. Okay. This is only the screen size. I cannot make it big. Okay. Let us see the output once. My project is running. So I developed the single page application code. On website we have design. So the page will not what? Refresh, you see. When I click on hyperlinks, the page will not refresh. If you develop the same website in Java or .NET, every time the page will what? Refresh. Page loading will take what? More time. See home works, about us works. See here, this position. This is called page refreshment. Every time when the user will interact with this hyperlinks, this page is not refreshing. Means the image, this hyperlinks, this copyrights is not refreshing. Only that content is modifying. That's it. If it is a multi-page application, the total website will what? Refresh. I hope you understood. For more videos, subscribe to my channel and try to log into this group. This is some World of Angular group is there. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. Tell me any doubts you have.
Hello.
Tell me.
Yeah, is that component.ts file ఒకసారి home.component.ts. Can you open that one?
Home.component.html. I
T-
open.
TS.
TS, nothing is there. We have not written any code here.
TS.
What is the code? 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 What is the code
I mean, like the
We have
paths
not
defined app component
app
root
hyphen
definitions.
routing dot module dot
Yeah,
C.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, this file. Yes,
Is these parts are, I mean, the order can be changed, or else
you can
it should
change
be
it.
like that only. No?
No, you can change. No problem.
Okay.
See how it will work based on your component.html is there. You see app.component.html.
Okay.
When user clicks on home, then this router link will the path name will be home, so that it will check this home and load this component.
So, okay.
Then
Either
the
order will take on.
any order it will take. This
Okay,
name
okay,
and this
fine.
name must be same.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
This name and this name must be same. This is single page application.
Hmm.
Okay, page will not what?
Okay.
Refresh.
Refresh.
Uh, anyway, this video I will upload in YouTube because many people are asking. I am also don't have the time to prepare. So this time I'm preparing, so I will upload.
Hello, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, you
A
can
question.
upload in group also, right?
YouTube I will upload and that link I will share in the groups. It will take 2 days time. Don't make me hurry.
Sir, I
I have
have
to do some
question.
editing. Ask.
Sir, can you please tell about
Yeah, sir, please upload, no?
What is your doubt? I didn't understood. What is your question?
sir a router outlet? I didn't get it actually. What?
Router outlet means see
Yeah.
here. This is your single page, no? This is your single page. Index.html. This is
ML
your single page. Inside this index.html, you have what?
AppRoot module. AppRoot.
App root is there. Yes
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah.
And here you have what is there? Router outlet is there, right?
Yeah.
Router outlet is available inside app.component.html. Yes
HTML.
or no?
Yes,
And
sir.
here you have multiple components are there.
Component.
Home.component.html. Okay. About.component.html.
Yes, sir. Context. Yeah.
Contact.component.html. Like multiple
Yes.
files are there or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, whenever user clicks on home, this home component HTML will execute or not?
Yes, sir.
That output is kept inside what?
Okay. Router outlet.
Router outlet. And
Okay.
whatever the modifications that was done in router outlet, that modifications will automatically apply to what?
AppRoot.
AppRoot. There is a
Okay.
mechanism called watch and observe mechanism will be there. Your
Okay.
Angular framework will watch. If any modifications are done, it will watch and observe and render that output within the AppRoot.
Okay. So we
Multiple
don't have to.
yesterday I didn't keep router outlet because there are no other child components.
Yes, sir.
So I got the output. But today multiple components are there.
Sir, so we don't have to do anything in router AppRoot.
Nothing,
Sorry,
nothing. AppRoot
it's the
don't write
task
any
of
code.
it's the
Router
task of
outlet
router
don't write
outlet
any code.
only. Okay,
Router outlet inside router outlet don't write any code. Inside
okay,
AppRoot also don't write any code.
okay, sir.
Did you understood?
Yes, sir.
Create one login form here. You can create. Go to your login.component.html. I'll upload the video today. Otherwise, I'll upload the video. Go to your login. Go to your login.component.html file. Login.component.html. There you can design the login form. Here you can open one div tag, and here you can write something like enter username, and it will try to take one text box. Input type is equal to text. Input type is equal to text, and here you can give ng model. Ng model is equal to what is the name you can give? Huh? Username. Yes or no? Here you can give username. And then here throw the cursor to the next line, BR tag. We are developing a simple website. And here you can give enter password. Enter password. Input type is equal to password. ng model is equal to password. You can give here password. and again throw the cursor to the next line. Here you can take one button, input type is equal to submit, and here you can give value is equal to sign in. Okay, this is my login form. Sir, no. Login form design is ready. I think we have to create login.component, because here you declare the TypeScript variables now. That variables you have to show here also. Otherwise, you'll get the error. Bah. So here go to your login.component.ts file. Login.component.ts file. Here what you can do, let us see here. Here you can declare one method on submit. On submit method you can declare. So whenever user clicks on here, I will declare some variables. What are the variables? The same variables I declared here, data binding. Here username is there, no? Here you can give username colon what? String. And here I got the error actually because I not declared the variables. Password colon string. So now the errors are rectified, I think so. Save it. Compilation, compiling successfully. Every time when you do any modification, code will be automatically compiled. Sir, now. So this is your website, home page, about us page, contact us page, login page. Yes or no? So now here what I can do, if the login user is Satya, if username is Satya and password is Satya, I want to just display valid user, otherwise invalid user. Okay, na? So here what to do, I return one method on submit. Whenever you want to design any forms, you have to use forms module, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so here you can write any forms module, you can import from here, you can write @angular /forms. Okay, now here you can write the module name. Okay, now what is the module name? Forms module. And here also you have to register under import section, you have to register the forms module. Sir, no, save it. And here also go to your login. Here you can write the code. What is the code you will write? This dot if this dot username is equal to admin and this dot password is equal to admin. If the username is admin and password is what? Admin, what I want to do? I want to display valid user. So here declare one more variable here, something like R column string you can declare here, and go to your component.html. Here I'll try to throw the cursor to the next line, and here open your span tag, and here you can take one angle expression. Here you print the R result. If the login user is valid user, I want to display valid user. Here you can write this dot what? R is equal to, here you can give valid user. Else I want to give some invalid user. Else you can give this dot R is equal to, here I can give invalid user. Here you can give valid user, here you can give invalid user. Yes or no? One is valid user, other one is invalid user. Keep in double quotes. Save it. Here you can go to login.component.h. Tomorrow class will be there. If not there, I will message you in WhatsApp or Telegram. Telegram I will message. Save the program. Here also you can save it. Yes, compiled successfully. Yes. Now go and check in your browser. Here you can see home. Don't close your browser at the time of doing Angular application because it is a time consuming process every time running the project. Home, about us, contact us, login. Username I'll give as admin. Password I'll give as admin. Click on sign in. I think it is not saved. I think we didn't call the method. That is the point. So here what to do? Here you can give on submit. Yes or no? And here you can go to login.component.html. Here you can give the click. Click is equal to. Okay, na? Here you can give click. Click is equal to. Here you can call the method on submit off. Yes or no? So whenever user clicks on that button, then this method will be invoked and it will validate the user and check display the output. Let us see here. Home, about us, contact us, login. Yeah, login. I'll give the username as admin, password as admin. Click on sign in. Invalid user came. I'll give again admin. Click on sign in. I think some problem is there. Go to login.component.ts. The username is admin and password is admin. Both are admin and admin. Then it has to display valid user. Error occurred in the login component.html. What is the problem here? On submit, everything is fine, right? Submit value is equal to sign in. Click is equal to on submit off.
Sir, NG model use small n or
Huh?
NG model use small n or capital? Small n, I think. NG model.
N should be small, sir. Yeah, it should be small.
Yes, sorry. NG model N is small here. That is the reason data binding is not possible. So go and check here. Home, about us, contact us, login. Here I'll try to give the username is admin, password is admin. Click on sign in. Valid user. If I give any invalid user. I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
So at the time of developing the application, where to write the code, navigation code between the components, app-routing.module.ts file. Right? Angular is a component-based architecture. Your Angular project was divided into multiple modules. Module of components, directives, services, pipes, etc. Multiple components are existing. These all components are called as child components. App component is which component? Root component. Okay, na? And index.html is single page. So when you run the Angular project, first single page only will get executed. Header, footer, menu bar, all are common. Only the content will change. So whenever user will interact with home, about us, contact us, login, then child components will execute. Child component output was given to app component. Within the app component, you have routelet. That output is attached to app root of index.html file. Yes or no? So only the content will change. Single page application means page refreshment will not done every time. Only HTML content will be loaded. The main single page code will be loaded from the server only one time. When user will interact with these hyperlinks, then the data will come from the server.